It's all boiled down to who you believe your self-worth is, who you believe you are. Identity shift is the foundation of all transformation.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beige Moguls Show. Here today I have a brand new, very special friend of mine, Dr. Chau. He is a self-made immigrant to multi-millionaire entrepreneur, pharmaceutical, and multiple other industries. Dr. Chau, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, my friend.
Absolutely, man. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself? What do you do? What's your background?
Absolutely. So I was immigrant, came here with nothing from Vietnam. Our family of four slept on one mattress in the ghetto. And I determined to achieve the American dream, right? And what I've been told is to become a doctor, a lawyer, all of that. So I sacrificed everything to become a doctor, got my MBA, climbed to the top of the ladder, and found out that I was leaning against the wrong wall. I was trapped, I was frustrated, I was burnt out, there's no way out. I'm making the same amount of income no matter how hard I work.
Yeah.
So what I do, I gotta do my own thing. So I started all kind of businesses, I failed at a bunch of them. What I found that made me a millionaire was the corporate housing arbitrage, where I leveraged somebody else's property I don't own, and then I simply sublease out to companies like IT, consultant, medical professional, insurance housing. So there's arbitrage. So it's a difference between one price and the other. And that's how I scaled, got my friend to freedom, retired my mom and dad. She's 12 years cancer survivor, and now I have one of the biggest corporate housing network in America, teaching everyday people just like you to become financial independent and financial freedom. So my plan is definitely be a billionaire within 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's no way stopping me, and I love to support a lot of people. I have a Crazy Rich Asian podcast that helping a lot of immigrants, a lot of people of minorities get a stage, get a platform to speak.
I love that, man. I got to hop on your podcast too. That's amazing. How important has believing in yourself been through this journey?
1,000%. So what I talk about is transformation and all self-development. I studied from the greats, from Tony Robbins, my mentor, Grant Cardone is my mentor, and Richard Branson too. So they all say the same thing. It's all boiled down to who you believe your self-worth is, who you believe you are. Identity shift is the foundation of all transformation. Everything is already belong to us. We just need to receive it and then help others receiving theirs and then make things happen together.
I love that, man. What are the biggest challenges that you've had throughout the journey?
Definitely some racism. I grew up in the South. I came here at 10 years old. I didn't know anybody. I couldn't speak English. I was looking at that on differently because a lot of them never see an Asian before. So I had to learn English. So I had an accent and all of that. And I had suicidal thoughts as I was growing up as well because I didn't feel fit in. Yeah. So those are some of the challenges. And then when I stepped into the workforce, I was like, I look at the top of corporations and most of the time they're not people of color like us.
Yeah.
So some other challenges is I didn't have the capital I didn't come from money, right? So how do I get the money to make money, right? How do I do that in real estate, okay? So how do I overcome that is I simply leverage other people's real estate. Like Airbnb, do they own any homes? No. Does Uber really own any cars before?
Yeah.
No, right? You don't have to own anything, you want to control everything. So you know how to leverage, and that's what you're doing. And then it's not a matter of resources, it's a matter of resourcefulness.
That is a fucking gem. I love that, man. I love that. That's literally why I named my company Beige, because to me, beige is the color that you get when you combine all brown, black, white into one. And that's so beautiful that you want to be that representation in corporate America, and you're doing it in your own beautiful ways. So my podcast is all about being a mogul, right? Everyone has their own unique definition of a mogul. What is your definition of being a mogul, Dr. Chau?
So my definition of being a mogul is to create an ecosystem where you're helping everybody and not just yourself. I like the word empire, but I like the word ecosystem better. Because in the ecosystem, we're helping everybody to learn and grow. And for me, as far as being a mogul, everybody's are kings and queens already of your own empire, right? And this empire is like invisible sometimes. There's a lot of energy work, there's a lot of frequencies going on. Right, that's social media, that's an empire. Owning that, claiming your throne, claiming my throne, claiming your crown, that you already are a mogul. And then just 10x from that.
I love that. Big fan of Grant Cardone. Just finished re-listening to 10x Rule.
Yeah.
Audiobook, freaking amazing. I would argue man, we just met, but I would argue that you yourself are a mogul and you've been able to accomplish so much. You always have been a mogul, regardless of your accomplishments, but what do you think it is that makes Dr. Chau a mogul?
I never give up, no matter what. If it's a no, it's an on, baby. I don't hear no's, I hear it's on.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you literally reverse the no.
I reverse the shit,
No
man.
spelled backwards. It's
That's
fucking
right.
on. Like, let's
That's
go for
right.
it. Yeah.
And I always looking for the silver lining. I always looking for the positive in everything.
Yeah.
And then if there's a roadblock or if somebody look out on me, I use that as fuel. I'm going to show you, you know, mofo, you know, right?
Choose your enemies wisely. PBD.
Exactly. Yeah. Choose your enemies wisely. Yeah. And I collaborate. So I focus on good energy. I love you. I like you already. So we can collaborate, right? Why give energy to the negative? I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, well, you only want to exponentially build.
Yeah.
If I have something going for me and you have something going for we can build off of each other. We can feed off of each other. And it's so important to have that transfer of energy.
Exactly. It's like two fire, right?
Yeah.
And 1 + 1 is what? Like 11 or what the hell you want it to be.
Exponential growth.
Exponential growth,
Yeah,
right.
100%. For a lot of my young guests watching, what advice would you have for someone that is going through a challenge in their life right now that wants to see breakthrough?
Okay, number one, what you focus on expand, right? Where focus goes, attention flow. Number two, you gotta get in the right state of mind. So what this means is the right state of mind will include you moving around. Have you ever seen like people dancing? I love dancing. Have you ever seen anybody dance and they're crying and stuff like that? Not really, right? When they dance, they're happy, right? Why? Because movement physiology is so important. Get that blood flowing, walk outside, you know, get in the right state, start running. So you're in the right state, you focus on where you want to go, and then you change your story. Everybody have their own story. You either be a victim or you're a victor, but you cannot be both. So rewrite your story. 10 years from now, where you want to be. Write that story as if 2034 instead of 2024.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on Mogul Shorts Edition. I want us to go out, mingle, and definitely we got to connect. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon.
Take care. God bless.
God bless.